모든 경기장 도시형.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on ESV Sandshore and Mist, and at the 9 o'clock position, we have our yellow Protoss player from Team Old Generation StarCrafters. That is Vines. And his opponent at the 3 o'clock position, our purple Zerg player. He is from Mouse Sports. He is MorroW.
Yep, that's right, MorroW. Quite a good Zerg player. Used to be quite a good Terran player, actually.
Yeah.
But switched over after he got the Reaper nerfed by winning too much with it. He was kind of like, I need to go get a unit nerfed in another race. So he decided to play with the Infestor and Zerg. And so we're just kind of really waiting for the switch to Protoss any day now.
That's very true. So what unit do you if he switches to Protoss, do you want him to overuse so it gets nerfed?
I don't know. I'm just kidding, of course, with the Infestor thing. But
yeah.
Not with the Reaper, though. I don't know. If he switched to the Protoss, I don't know. Protoss is fine. I mean,
oh, all right.
What? They already took out Kaderan Amulet, so
yeah, that's true.
That was the only biggest glaring problem with the race in the early days, anyway. I mean, okay, so that's all right. This is a bad conversation to get into because there's so many.
Just imagining chat.
There's so many little things where it's like, yeah, but then there was this, and then there was this. I mean, yeah, there's been lots of patches over the life of StarCraft 2, but in general, I think in general the game itself is quite balanced right now. Yeah,
I'm glad we haven't had a patch for a while, and things have kind of sorted themselves out right now. I think the game has developed quite a bit without the need of a patch. So, at the moment now, though, we have Spawning Pool on the way. It was actually a 13 pool for MorroW, and his opponent Vines is going to go ahead and Nexus first.
Yep. That is right, and why not? Why not go Nexus first? Because you know that you're probably going to be pretty safe in a situation like this. Now the question is MorroW going to get a fast third himself? I would wager probably, because that's been a very popular thing. He is in Korea right now playing with the Korean players, so wouldn't be surprising if he picked up on some of the things that they're doing right away.
And, of course, he does have a couple excess larvae now, putting them into drones at the moment, though. So he went for a 13 pool to get out a queen a little bit earlier, but no Zerglings, so he's not going to be able to pressure this Nexus first build at all.
Yeah, if you really look at MorroW's play, you'll notice that he really tries to skimp on Zerglings in the early game. A lot of times in his ZVT, he'll go like 16 hatchery, 17 pool, and just try to defend early stuff with only drones because he has so many of them. And yeah, just look, 2 Zerglings right now. That is it coming out for MorroW.
Yeah, well, let's see if Vines gets a pretty good read on his opponent, sees that the hatchery's not done yet, so knew it was a quick pool, but hasn't taken any pressure yet.
Yeah.
And looks like he's just going to run over the right-hand side with his probe, as he does throw up a photon cannon to defend, and kind of a clever little wall here, putting the photon cannon not in between the gateway and the forge, but off to the side a bit.
Well, it's always good if you don't use your cannon as part of the wall. I mean, if you can avoid it at any cost, it's nice. Oh, wait.
Oh, not even like up
probe
at the wall, but like right here kind of a thing.
Oh.
So not putting it here,
okay.
but instead off to the side. So.
I see. That probe is kind of hidden in a conspicuous spot. I think we're at least going to see a pylon there, but maybe, I wonder, maybe something else, maybe a proxy Stargate, possibly?
Yeah.
Might just be taking a breather there, too.
just catching
just
up.
Resting,
He's got some heavy minerals, doesn't he?
Charging his batteries. He's like, these minerals are all mine. I'm not taking them back to the Nexus.
The Scrooge McDuck of Protoss there. I will add this to my bathtub of minerals.
Dude, that would be even more painful than a giant thing of coins. Jumping onto a giant thing of minerals?
It would be, as a matter of fact.
That'd be really uncomfortable.
I'd still do it.
You know, oh yeah, so there's the third hatchery right away from MorroW before gas. Not surprising at all. I'm thinking about how I'm going to furnish my new apartment.
Oh?
That I'm getting, and
This started with Scrooge McDuck, so I'm happy. Let's keep going.
Here's where it kind of segues into is that I think it'd be cool to turn part of one of the rooms into one of those like big plastic ball pits that they have in like restaurants for kids. I've always wanted to do that. You know? Oh, and yeah, there's the proxy Stargate. I was wondering, Mr. Vines, I had a feeling you were going to do something a little bit tricky here.
Okay, here's the downside to a ball pit, though, is because I had a friend in college who had a ball pit in his basement, and we had parties there a lot.
Oh, this story.
Yeah, and someone had too much to drink, and a little bit of vomiting inside of the ball pits, and they got to spend the next day just individually washing every one of the plastic balls. So
that's disgusting.
Yes, downsides to ball pits. They seem amazing, but there are downsides.
Well, I'm not going to get a ball pit then. Or I'm at least not going to let people party in my ball pit.
Well, okay. Hey, Drones. What's up?
Sorry, Nexus closed for the holidays.
There we go. There we go. All right.
Or hatchery closed, I guess. So, yeah, some gateways on the way. Here's the thing, though. It's going to be one of those big +1 Zealot pushes, I've got a feeling, from Vines, and the Void Raiders are going to get there so quickly, too. In fact, what he is going to do is put a pylon on the low ground outside of mouz's main and then warp Zealots right into the main using the Void Ray for vision. That is so smart. Yeah, there's the pylon right there. Vines, oh, man. The more I see this guy play, the more I like watching him.
And he's just dragging all of the Zerglings away right now. It's going to make it a lot harder for MorroW to react to this. He's putting up a Roach Warren at the moment, but yeah, that's already a Void Ray making its way out towards his base.
You know, and MorroW is a pretty smart player, too. He's not usually taken by things like this, but Vines just has his number in this game, man. I mean, he is, oh, look at that. They're the Void Rays. Is MorroW going to be able to respond in time?
I don't know. We'll find out. He's going to town on the Void Ray right away, but these +1 Zealots are already chasing that Queen, and once that gets off creep, it's not going anywhere, and it's not going anywhere in a hurry. So
that's right. The Queen is dead. Suddenly, the main belongs to Vines, and will he bring in some sentries here possibly as well, or will it be just Zealots? We'll have to see. Okay, there is a Roach out, or 2 Roaches out, in fact. That is a charged-up Void Ray, man. It's going to do some damage fast.
And with +1 attacks, these Zealots are so strong as well. And there's a second Void Ray making its way in. MorroW is in a huge amount of trouble.
Yeah, this could very well be game-ending for MorroW. He's got 2 Void Rays there. Did he actually take down one of the Void Rays, or is the other one still?
No, it's still there.
Yeah,
this is the 5-kill Void Ray.
All right, the Queen trying to micro against the Void Ray. Oh, 9 hit points. Barely getting away. Vine saves it. The Zealots still wreaking havoc in the main.
Yes, they are.
And is he going to continue this, or is he just going to kind of leave it at this?
I don't know. He has a pretty good opportunity to continue if he wants to, but it looks like he just put up a few Stalkers, and I didn't see them pop into the main, so I assume they're back at home now.
Yeah,
so this is going to be the end of the pressure.
Well, there are also, okay, yeah, the Void Ray at the other base now.
Yeah.
No more Queens, so the Void Rays can kind of have a field day. Yeah, I think MorroW is... I think MorroW's pretty dead at this point. Well, I hate to say it. I mean, it's going to be tough to get any sort of usable anti-air up at this point.
25 kills, 26 workers killed, and increasing. The Void Ray needs to back up, though, on very few hit points until he gets a second Void Ray in the mix.
Yep.
And looks like he's actually just going to go after a couple of Overlords for now until he charges up. Actually not changing his focus now, just killing the Overlord and getting away.
Yep, all right. No real point to kill Overlords at the moment because he knows his opponent is kind of down on supply, but it is nice to just kill a couple of them again, keeping both of those Void Rays alive, too. How awesome is this? And he's going to follow it up with like 6-gate Blink. I think it's 6 or 7-gate. I didn't count them all.
He's on
7-gate Blink. Yep, I was going to say he's probably going to go all in after this. So it is going to be 7-gate Blink Stalker to follow this up, and MorroW's just not going to be able to hold this. I mean, it's unfortunately, he's lost so much right now that there's no way he's going to be able to make enough Roaches to hold all this off. What a smart little move by Vines.
Yeah, +2 up as well. Just finishes there.
Yeah.
Void Rays are moving in now. Both of them together should be able to take out the Queen, but it looks like they're just going to try and pick off as many workers as they can and then back up before they die, which they do. And, well, eventually they will, I promise you. But he's going to move through the front now. Oh, don't die on me, Void Ray. We have Stalkers coming through the front. The Void Ray died. I'm disgusted, Vines.
It's okay. There's Blink Stalkers all over the place, man. I don't think Vines is too worried.
No, he's not.
Yeah, that was a really good place to proxy that Stargate, too. It's not a place that a lot of people would think of scouting on this map.
Yeah, very well done. And look at that, 25 kills on the Void Ray and continuing to increase. More units are warping across the map right now. Looks like we have a pylon coming down over at the Xel'Naga Tower, so we'll be able to warp it a little bit closer.
Oh.
And of course, Zerglings are pretty good against Stalkers in general, but now these +2 Stalkers just kill them so quickly.
Yeah, I think he's going to bring in some Zealots here, too, to kind of tank a bit of damage. Or just maybe more Blink Stalkers. Yeah, he's just got so much that it's going to be fine now. So, unfortunately for MorroW and for mouz, it looks like they're going to go down 4-2 here. There's the GG.
Wow.
And MorroW taken out by oGs.VINES. That was a bit quicker than I expected. I kind of expected MorroW to actually win that one, to be completely honest with you.